Hello student, very good morning to all of you. How are you? I hope you all are happy, healthy and fine at home. Do you remember what were we discussing yesterday? I think we were discuss about the synthesis of hirsutolone B, and in that discussion we have discussed about previously the figure 2 X-ray derived ORTP driving of carbamate, structure number 12, thermal ellipsoid at 30% probability. So that type of the discussion we have described in our previous lecture. Today, right now, we are going to discuss the next rest of the remaining part of the synthesis of the hirsutolone B. And if you remember the structure of hirsutolone B, which is a natural product, it is a natural product. It exhibits one important biological activity, that is anti-tuberculosis, and it is a chemoselective. Chemoselective means many functional groups are present in that molecule. There are 6 rings are present. Out of that, 3 are 6-membered ring and 2 are 5-membered ring, and 1 is very big, that is a 12 to 13-membered ring. And that molecule hirsutolone B has 10 stereogenic center, which also we have already know that. So let's begin the rest of the thing. Having reached the tricyclic core 5, tricyclic core 5, as we know that the ring, 6-membered ring, middle one is a 5-membered ring and next one is a 6-membered ring. How they are joined together, therefore it is called as a tricyclic core 5, which is one of the prominent architecture or the molecules having that core of the hirsutolone molecule. And its elaboration into the macrocyclic sulfone 3. Sulfone 3, structure number 3, which we already discussed, we already described in our previous lecture while learning the retrosynthesis of that, because we are, while doing as a retrosynthetic analysis, we are getting from structure number 1, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6 onward, like that numbering go on increasing, starting from the structure number 1B or hirsutolone B, which is our target molecule. Target molecule means what? The molecule whose synthesis being planned is called as a target molecule, and we did first is a retrosynthetic analysis. And what does it mean, retrosynthetic analysis? We know that the process of breaking down the target molecule into convenient starting material using disconnection and FGI is known as retrosynthetic analysis. And according to that, the structure number 3, which is the important one, which is called as a sulfone 3. Because our next objective, scheme 4, now we are going to describe the scheme number 4, details the conversion of 5 into 3 through a sequence that involve a Barton etherification. Barton, as we know that, Barton, a cascade based selective functionalization of a diol and a macrocyclization. Let's begin with that. And as we know that the tricyclic core 5, we know that what is that tricyclic core 5, which is here I am representing. See here, double bond, and there is a bond which is above the plane, and there is a double bond, and here we can show as a stereochemistry. And now here will be CO2 Me, and now at this junction one is a hydrogen atom which is above the plane, and another one, that hydrogen atom go away from the observer, and here we can show that hydroxy group are above the plane, where at this junction there is a hydrogen atom which is above the plane, and at this they are the geometry, that is a trans, here hydrogen atom below the plane. Now here the methyl group which goes below the plane, and this is called as a tricyclic core 5, or you can just say that is a structure number 5, which is generally known as tricyclic core 5. Is the essential or the important one. Now on this we are going to use some of the reagent. Now let's add reagent number 1, A, which is para-toluene 4, BIF, bismuth fluoride, then CuOAC twice, cuprous or copper acetate catalytic amount use over here, catalytic amount of that cuprous acetate is used. Then reagent number B, what is that, which is used as LiAlH4, as we know that it is a strong reducing reagent, lithium aluminum hydride. Then third reagent C will be used as PHIOAC twice, that is TeMPO, that is also used as a catalytic amount. The full form of these terms we will see later on. Here just remember, while adding as these reagent A, B, C, we will get the structure, the compound, that is a compound number 13, which is a new compound, because up to the 12 their X-ray crystallographic structure also we have observed. Now here the structure number, the product, after adding these reagents, the product which we are getting, let's see over here, double bond, then there will be double bond. Here we are getting that ester group get converted suitably into the aldehyde, and then this where this compound get converted into this one. Let me draw this structure over here. Here is a methyl group, then rest of the thing remains as it is, methyl group over here. Only two changes are observed. One, ester group is converted into as a aldehyde, and then due to this, that hydroxy group get converted into as a aryl ether, and rest of the thing remains as it is. Here is a hydrogen atom, here also as a hydrogen atom below the plane, here the hydrogen atom which is above the plane, here the hydrogen atom which is below the plane. The product which we got here, it is this structure is known as a 13, structure number 13, because 12 structure we already got over here, and this compound further treated with the reagent like a D reagent. Here D reagent we are adding, because A, B, C now is a D reagent. When added over there, that is Br Mg, then 3 times CH2, 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 and here OTBS, OTBS, that is a reagent, and then E reagent further added, that is a DMP, dimethyl phosphoramide, DMP. And after adding these reagent, what are the changes? That Grignard's reagent suitably attached on the aldehyde group. Here you have to keep as a chemoselectivity. Here there are different functional groups are there, but aldehyde group is the most reactive, so the changes will occur over there, and rest of the thing remains as it is. The structure which we are going to get over here, see here is a 5-membered ring, which, and the 6-membered ring, this is a tricyclic core 5 which remains as it is, double bond over here, this is a double bond which also remains as it. Here are the changes is going to occur. Here you are going to get as a carbonyl group, then this, then OTS, CH2, 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 and then OTS, and the rest of the part of that organic compound remains as it is. At this junction, the hydrogen atom which is above the plane, it remains as it is. Here hydrogen atom, no change in a stereochemistry. Stereochemistry is maintained throughout this, and then there is oxygen atom, then this is a further, there we are going to get, here is a methyl group, then here hydrogen atom below the plane, and another hydrogen atom should be above the plane, and here the methyl group which also remains as it is after adding this reagent E. And the name of this structure is nothing but as a structure number 14 which we got over here. So what are the changes? Only this is a reaction center where the new carbon-carbon bond is formed, and we are getting suitably this compound which is after adding as a Grignard's reagent and DMP over there. And after that, on this compound, when it is further treated with F reagent, as we know that F reagent is a CAN, that is a cerium 4th ammonium nitrate. This is a reagent, and G is a another one. G is a NaBH OAC thrice. That is a, when this is added, what are the changes is made over here? The changes are occur over here like this. Let's see the structure. This is a structure which we are writing, that remains as it is, this double bond, and this group double bond remains as it is. Only here this also remain C double bond O, then CH2, then here must be the hydroxy group, and this here O, then there will be a paracyclophene, that is a structure, and here CH2 and OH becomes over there, and rest of the thing here methyl group remains as it is. Here the hydrogen atom goes below the plane, this hydrogen atom comes above the plane, this hydrogen atom goes below the plane, and this hydrogen atom, it remains above the plane. And this structure is nothing but as a structure number 4, this one. Up to the structure number 4, which we got from structure number 13. And now, after that, we are going to add on structure 4, we are going to add, that is the H reagent, and the H reagent is nothing but as a zinc iodide, ZnI2, then ACSH, that is a thioacetic acid, when is added, what you are going to get here, the structure which you are going to get will be this one. Let me draw that structure over here. So here I am representing the tricyclic core 5 as it is, double bond, this group remains as it is, here also C double bond O, then that remains as it is, CH2 and this OH, here not, this is a 5 membered ring, always remember. Now here is oxygen atom, then there will be this double bond, this, and now here double bond and positive charge comes on it. Now rest of the thing remains as it is. So this hydrogen atom should be above the plane, and here the hydrogen atom which remains below the plane. Here the hydrogen atom should go below the plane, here the hydrogen atom should come above the plane, and now this methyl group, it remains as it is. So this is a structure which I am representing in a square bracket. This is nothing but as a structure number 3. Roman figure I am showing over here. Previously in structure first and second we already learned, and now is the structure number 3. Remember, try to recollect it. And now here what is happening here, HS AC, here it is going to attack on that, this double bond shifted here, this double bond shifted here, and this get neutralized. And after doing this, so finally here you are going to get the structure, and that structure looks, that structure I am representing over here, this one. Let's see that 6-membered ring, then join to 5-membered ring, and then 6-membered ring. Here is a double bond, and here this bond should be above the plane, and now here the carbonyl group at this position, and then becomes as a positive join to that Zn second, CH2 and this OH, and here O, then this group. Now here is a SAC, and rest of the thing remains as it is. This hydrogen atom above the plane, and this hydrogen atom should go below the plane, this hydrogen atom should be above the plane, this hydrogen atom should go below the plane, and this methyl group will be at below the plane, and that remains as it is. and this structure also I am showing, I am representing the square bracket. So this and shown by the structure is structure number 4th. The Roman letter I am using over here. So let see these structures. Here is a positive charge. Now after this, let me show another structure over here. After this, what you are going to get? You are going to get this type of the compound. Let me represent here this double bond. This group remains as it is. Here the group which is above the plane. Now here is a oxygen Zn second, then there is a formation of 5-membered ring. Here is a hydrogen atom coming over there, and so oxygen has a 3 bond, therefore positive charge comes on it. And now here oxygen, then this moiety that remains as it is. Here yes AC, and then other thing, here the hydrogen atom above the plane, below the plane, above the plane this hydrogen atom, this should be below the plane, this methyl group must be below the plane. They are remains as it is. This is also shown in the square bracket. And after this, what do you get? Let's see that 4th structure I am again representing over here. So let's see how that looks. That structure number 4 which I am going to represent over here. See this structure, middle one is a 5-membered ring, this one is a 6-member ring, double bond, then there is a hydrogen 2, then there will be this one remains C double bond O, not this one. Let me show here. This is the C double bond O. This 5-membered ring, it is a positive charge comes over there. Iodide is going to attack over there, get neutralized, and then rest of the thing, oxygen, then this compound which it remains as it is, yes AC, then this is a hydrogen atom which is above the plane, this is a hydrogen atom which is below the plane. Here the hydrogen atom above the plane, and this hydrogen should be below the plane. Here the methyl group that goes below the plane, and this is a structure just shown as a mechanism, and this structure also we can call it as a Roman letter as a 4. And after doing this, the structure which we are going to get over here is like this. Let us see over here. This is a structure which we are going to, this is a 5-membered ring, always remember, double bond, this group should be above the plane, this is a double bond, and here C double bond O, then CH2, 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 1, 2, 3, and there is a iodine. I am representing like this, and here should be O, then not this. There is a paracyclophene ring which is I am representing here. Yes, AC. The methyl group which below the plane which is shown over here. Here one of the hydrogen atom below the plane, and this hydrogen atom should be above the plane. One of the hydrogen atom alternatively space is above the plane, and this should be below the plane, and this structure we can call it as a structure number 15, because up to the 14 we got this one. Now this is structure number 15, and after 15 the reagent which we are adding this is I, that is a sodium methoxide, NaOMe, and J is added, which is H2O2, and the Na2WO4. This is a reagent. After adding this reagent, what do you get? You are going to get the structure number is 3. Structure number 3 which we are going to get over here, and the structure number 3 will be like this: 5-member ring, then this is a 6-member ring double bond, this is above the plane double bond, this is also above the plane C double bond O, then CH2 here, then here must be S double bond O, then it is further cyclization takes place, and we are going to get this structure alternative O. This is a structure, and here that methyl group remains as it is. Here the hydrogen atom which is above the plane, and this hydrogen atom should be below the plane. One hydrogen atom is below the plane, and this hydrogen atom should be above the plane, and this is nothing but as a structure number 3 which we are seen in the scheme number 3, scheme number 4, the structure number 3 which we have got over here. Now this is a scheme number 4, construction of sulfone 3 reagent and conditions. Let's see what are their conditions. This is a scheme number 3 which we have just now described over here. Let's see what are the reagent and the condition which we have used over here. Now let's see, that is a scheme number 4. Scheme number 4, that is a construction of sulfone 3, which is a construction of sulfone 3, structure number 3 which we already discussed. Now reagent and condition. Here reagents and conditions. What are the reagents and the condition used in this scheme? Let's see one by one. The A reagent which we have seen here, para-toluene 4 BIF, that is 2.5 equivalent, followed by CY2 NMe. The full form of that CY2 we will see later on. That is also used as a 2.5 equivalent. Then cuprous acetate Cu OAC twice, that is 20 mole percent, which is used as a 20 mole percent, and PHME, that is a toluene, PHME toluene, which is used over here, and the temperature is kept 25 degrees centigrade, and that reaction are stirred for 12 hour, and the B reagent which is used in this during this synthesis is a lithium aluminum hydride, and that is 3 equivalent, 3.0 equivalent, and this diethyl ether used as a solvent, and the temperature is kept 0 to 25 degrees centigrade, and 2.5 hours stirred for 2.5 hours, stirred at 2.5 hours. Then C reagent used here, TeMPO. This is a reagent used. The equivalent must be very small, 0.2 equivalent, and then the reagent OAC twice 1.5 equivalent, this is used, and then the solvent is a CH2Cl2 dichloromethane at 25 degrees centigrade, and stirred for 12 hour, and the hour 78% for the 3 step, 12 hour 78% for 3 steps, So that is a reagent and the condition they have used in this experiment. Now is a D reagent which they have used, DMP, and the DMP, the equivalent is 1.3 equivalent is used, 1.3 equivalent that is used over here, and the not D, that is not the D. So let us see the rest of the reagent, the remaining reagent. I think we will see in our next lecture. Still then, let us stop today here. Thank you. Have a nice day.